Drinking enough water every day is vital to maintaining good health. However, there are many myths and misconceptions out there about hydration needs and how much water we truly require. Why do you think these misconceptions about hydration are so widespread? Could cultural or societal factors play a role in perpetuating hydration myths? In this video, I will discuss some of the most common water intake mistakes people make and provide research-backed guidance on proper hydration. Do watch till the end, as I will also touch on the consequences of drinking too much water and specific guidelines on drinking water. So do watch on. And if you like this video, do give us the thumbs up and share it with your friends. Without further ado, let's get started. Mistake number 1, waiting until you're thirsty. There's a myth that by the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. This is not true. Thirst is your body's way of signaling that it needs more fluids. As long as you drink when thirsty, you should be able to stay properly hydrated. Ignoring thirst and forcing yourself to drink more water than needed can cause an imbalance. Mistake number 2, drinking until your urine is clear. It's also a myth that you should drink enough water to dilute your urine so that it's completely clear. In fact, urine that is very pale or clear could be a sign that you're drinking too much water and over-diluting your body. Normal, healthy urine should be a light yellow or straw color. Mistake number 3, drinking more water to eat less. Some believe that drinking more water before meals will help you eat less. While water can temporarily make you feel fuller, there's little evidence that it leads to long-term weight loss or curbs appetite. Replacing sugary drinks with water is beneficial, but drinking excess water does not directly help you burn fat. Mistake number 4, flushing toxins with water. Another misconception is that drinking large amounts of water flushes toxins out of your system. However, most toxins are stored in fat cells and cannot be removed just by drinking extra water. Staying properly hydrated supports overall health but does not directly detoxify the body. Now that I've discussed some hydration myths and misconceptions, I also want to touch on why overhydration can negatively impact health. Moreover, what are the potential long-term consequences of chronic overhydration? Could imbalances in excessive fluid intake contribute to the development of certain health conditions or exacerbate existing ones? There are a few possible risks of excessive water intake that disrupt optimal balance. Consuming too much water dilutes bodily sodium levels and other electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. Electrolyte imbalance can result in nausea, muscle cramps, fatigue, dizziness, and even impaired heart rhythms and dangerous swelling of the brain. Sports drinks contain electrolytes for replenishment after sweat loss, however, they are high in sugar. Coconut water will be a better source of natural electrolytes, but healthy people's normal activities and water turnover typically maintain healthy electrolyte balance without supplemental drinks. Very large amounts of water are consumed without matching electrolyte intake, a potentially fatal condition called water intoxication or overdilutional hyponatremia can result. This causes cells to swell from fluid sheaths and sodium dilution, triggering brain swelling, seizures, coma, and death in rare cases. Most people never consume enough plain water for this reaction since thirst mechanisms prevent overdrinking. But it emphasizes the point that more fluid intake is not necessarily better. Drinking large volumes of water before meals or with meals can negatively impact digestion, especially in those with conditions like acid reflux or gastroparesis. Overly rapid stomach emptying or dilution of digestive juices may provoke symptoms like abdominal cramping, bloating, pain, and diarrhea for some. The hormone vasopressin acts on the kidneys to concentrate urine and maintain fluid balance as needed. But very high water intakes can impair this regulatory system and the hypothalamic sensors involved, resulting in electrolyte sheaths and other possible problems related to fluid balance. Forced overhydration taxes the kidneys by making them clear excess water you don't actually need. This can stress these vital organs over time for some individuals and may contribute negatively to existing kidney problems. People with some forms of chronic kidney disease actually need to limit fluid intake, not increase it. As you can see, maintaining proper hydration is essential. But more fluid intake is not necessarily better when it overrides your body's homeostatic mechanisms. Moderation and drinking to satisfy thirst rather than forcing excess water is optimal for most people. If you suspect your kidneys are failing, do check out my other video here on the 12 alarming signs your kidneys are crying to help in the link above and in the description down below. Now that I've covered myths and misconceptions about hydration, as well as risk of overhydration, let's discuss specific recommendations for optimal fluid intake. How can we better educate the public on proper hydration practices? Moreover, what role do individual differences play in determining optimal hydration levels? Could factors like age, activity levels, climate, or underlying health conditions significantly impact one's hydration needs? How can we account for these variables when providing general hydration guidelines? Most people get about 20% of total water intake from food moisture, with the rest coming from drinks. Foods, especially high in water content, include fruits, vegetables, broth soups, yogurt, popsicles, gelatin, milk, etc. General daily fluid intake recommendations are: women, around 11 cups or 2.7 liters total; men, around 16 cups or 4 liters total. These include all beverages plus the water content of foods eaten. Higher amounts may be needed for those who sweat extensively, live in hot climates, or are ill or pregnant. If your urine becomes very dark or you feel dizzy upon standing, you likely need more fluids. Before vigorous physical activity, it's wise to prehydrate with 16 to 20 ounce water over the couple hours beforehand. Proper hydration helps maintain blood volume and performance. After exercise sessions over 60 minutes, you need to fully replace fluids and electrolytes lost through sweat. Weighing yourself before and after exercise can gauge how much you sweat out to know how much to replenish. Remember, you don't want overly diluted clear or nearly colorless urine from excessive intake. Here is a visual guide. Very dark yellow or amber, dehydrated. Dark yellow, still somewhat dehydrated, increase water. Pale yellow or straw color, ideal, well hydrated. Clear or colorless, overly diluted from excess fluids. For most people, using thirst as a guide and targeting pale yellow to light yellow urine should keep you reasonably hydrated without extremes. While drink when thirsty meets most healthy people's needs, some conditions require vigilance and deliberately increased water intake. Intense athletic training programs, very hot climates or manual outdoor labor, chronic kidney stones, recurrent bladder infections, diabetes insipidus or mellitus, pregnancy or breastfeeding, chronic diarrhea or vomiting. Do you make any of these mistakes when drinking water? Comment below. If you enjoyed this video, do like and share this video so that more people will learn how to drink sufficient water without making the mistakes. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos of health tips for women, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.